In development debates, we take a look at the issues shaping the future and present of China. Today, we'll look at the future of American football in China. The first ever arena football game in China was held this past Sunday. The Beijing gymnasium was packed with Chinese families excited to see the foreign sport on Chinese soil, even if it's played on imported American turf. In very Chinese fashion, announcements were made introducing the VIP individuals who helped make this game happen. A foreign man who spoke claimed he's been trying to make this happen for over 2.5 years. He then talked about plans in place to bring a league of 6 teams to the country next year. He then expressed interest in a league with over 20 teams. His aspirations seemed large, as he was talking about making the game an integrated part of modern China. But the question is if bringing American football to China is even a good idea in the first place. The National Football League has not done well at all in comparison to the success of the National Basketball League, where the players are household names across the country. There are criticisms that football faces around the world related to health and safety, but there are also other obstacles it would face building an audience in mainland China. Football as a sport would likely struggle in creating youth leagues the same way soccer has struggled. Parents in China don't typically enroll their children in any team sports outside of basketball or badminton, if that even counts. There is usually more pressure put on taking extracurricular classes like English and piano. Also, there is the issue of pollution. Playing football outdoors in air with PM 2.5 at a hazardous level could lead to irreparable lung damage or disease like asthma. Choosing to play basketball indoors is probably a better option. But this does leave a door open for arena football, which is also played indoors. While the NBA can market its top stars in China, arena football would likely struggle with that, as the players are often a tier below those in the NFL. Their likelihood of winning sponsorships from global companies would entirely be dependent upon grassroots following in China. This would be opposed to bringing the credibility of a globally recognized brand with them, like Yao Ming could with the NBA's Rockets. The sport also isn't played in the Olympics, which is often used politically as a point of national pride. While the future might look grim for football's marketability in China, there's another upside to just starting small in the country. By using the safer arena football version of the sport, the game might be better accepted by parents and TV stations in China. This could snowball interest. More interest would likely lead to a greater valuation for the TV rights to both the NFL and the AFL. But TV stations have been prone to turning down TV content that is too violent or determined to be unsuitable for Chinese audiences. A popular cartoon show has recently gotten into trouble for being too violent. Since emulating football comes with normal accidents, it might have some trouble as well. These problems can come if safety standards are ignored, improper equipment is used, or if players hit too hard. Granted, Chinese stations have been known to air boxing shows regularly, which have been very profitable for networks. So money could end up dusting these risks under the rug. ESPN columnist Rick Riley recently wrote about how he enjoyed watching football until he realized the real dangers of the game come years later. His article was a particular reference to the concussions suffered by players and the brain trauma that lingers once the glory days of the game are over. The world of football has also seen a recent wave of bad publicity in the case of Jonathan Martin. Jonathan Martin is a Stanford graduate. Having their child graduate from Stanford is a dream for many Chinese parents, as can be seen by the number of homes they purchase in the Palo Alto area. But his story might frighten some parents away from the game, even if it helped him get into the school. It was found that he was bullied by another player on his team with text messages showing racial slurs. This would be a problem for those that want to highlight the leadership and teamwork skills that come with the game. So it seems that football is facing an uphill battle in trying to break into the Chinese market. They'll have a lot of convincing to do to get parents to send their kids to play an expensive and dangerous sport. Also have to find clever ways to market the game and its players without much of any star power.